Hello and welcome to my home. My name is Jackie. I pried this from my sister's clutches. My sister is truly a dragon with a hoard, and she buys things and she keeps things. And this Jane is saying that I am a pot because and she is a kettle because yeah, I might hoard a few things, okay? But my sister to get this bag out of her collection was like an act of begging. Literally begged for years. I said, Jennifer, remember that bag? I love that bag. Can you? But by the time it wasn't that she didn't want to give it to me. She didn't want to find it because it was somewhere, right? Somewhere. I was with her when she bought this bag. She bought this bag in 2013. We bought this at the Polo Ralph Lauren outlet here in Texas, in San Marcos, Texas. And at the time, I was living in San Antonio. And this poor bag's been through the ringer, guys. It's never been conditioned. It's never been cleaned. This is going to be one of my next project bags. I'm going to do a clean with me video because, I mean, look at this. This is just something spilled on it. She's a teacher. And when she bought this bag, she was also a teacher. So this was used because it would fit paperwork. If you know teachers, and I think the problem with this bag with her was while it was still a nice bag, it wasn't large enough. It was too small. This might, when you have like 140 students and you have to grade papers, it's a lot of papers. It's still paper guy. It's still papers, not all digital. At the time, 2013. So in here is the interior, and it's a classic north-south tote. I adored this bag when she bought this. I loved this bag. I couldn't afford it at the time. I just had a car accident. I had lost my job. We were in debt repayment. There's no way I was going to buy this bag. I couldn't afford it. Well, she bought this bag and she kept it, used it, put it in a closet. That is Mr. Watson barking. We might have a storm coming, so he's making sure we are aware of this. Yes, Mr. Watson. So this is my new to me Ralph Lauren bag that I am so thrilled to get out of my sister's clutches because I need to clean this bag. So I have another bag I rescued from her. It's another project bag. Now this is a bag that's on loan for me to rehab. It is not for me to keep. It's not. I told my sister, like, Jen, give me Andy's bag and I will fix it. I saw it when I went to her house one day. It was hanging on the banister, and I'm like, Jenny, that bag's awesome. So she bought this for her husband when they were engaged before they got married. So this is the bag. This is a men's Coach outlet bag. Now, it's a great bag. It's a fabulous bag. He loves it. It's soft leather. He uses it as a briefcase. He's a professor at the university, um, several universities. At the time, I think at the time she bought this when he was working at the University of Phoenix. I'm not even sure if that's still around, but um, he also has to carry papers, but you see how loved this is. It's so loved that the piping has worn through. So I'm going to do some repair on this. This is going to be a multiple step process. So the first step you do is you take super glue and you where the piping is broken. See, the piping is just a plastic tube that's been surrounded by a leather. That's the thinnest part. The leather is very thin. So this is where all your wear is going to be when things like this happen. When it was better when the piping used to be a cording versus a plastic, because the plastic does this, it breaks. Where cording, it's flexible normally. But they haven't done that in a very long time. So almost all your interior structures are going to have plastic piping. So this I can fix, and then you let that cure. And then you can use a leather filler and fill the little hole or a bonding agent. There's leather glue, leather fabric glue, but we'll see. I don't know how it's really going to pan out till I start working on it. But mostly what this bag just needs, this doesn't even need a saddle soap. Honestly, it needs a good conditioning and then more conditioning. A lot of conditioning. Because you actually like the stressed out look, but what I'm trying to prevent is more tearing here. So this is the other thing I'm going to be working on when I'm dealing with my sister's bag. And then I have a third bag I rescued from my sister. Now, this bag she gave me because I begged, literally begged. I was with her when she purchased it, and at the time I could not afford it. And I told my sister, I said, Jennifer, if you don't buy that bag, I will. And she's had it for years. She's used it very rarely. This is a Vera Bradley leather bag. Now, they're currently making leather bags again, but this is when they first started coming out with leather. And this is a pebbled leather, very soft. And somehow, although she's barely ever used it, she has a mark right across here with the it's a tear, a little bit of a scuff because I mean she literally maybe has used this two or three times. It's not the size and shape that she really likes. I adore this bag. I wanted to buy it then. I'm thrilled that she bought it. I'm thrilled that I actually traded her several bags to get this bag and then persisted to hound her for a long time. How does she do this to bags? The stitching's coming out. Um, I my sister, she she's she uses things for a long time and she really uses them and she loves them. Here is the receipt. Let's take a look at that in a second. So she cleaned out the bag, but there's a few receipts on the bottom. Let's move that out of the way. So this is the pretty floral interior. I really like the boxiness of this bag. I like that the zipper goes all to the side. I like that there's a gusset. My assumption is this is a stress point, and in order to fix this, I'm just going to have to melt this thread and have it nubbed down, and there's going to be a missing stitch right here. No problem. I love this bag. This bag's going nowhere. I don't rehab to resell. I rehab because I love bags and I just want to save them. So it isn't never about fixing them to sell them. I guess that sounds like a great plan, but the truth of the matter is I fall in love. I fall in love with my bags. I fall in love with the rehab. I fall in love with the care and taking and creating them and using them. And I never get to the part where you sell them, you know? So I know me. This is a me bag. And let's see if she has the paperwork in here. She does. Let's take a look. So when did she buy this? I was with her when she bought this. 2017. December 26th. It was right before our birthday. And that's probably why I could afford it. Because right before Christmas, or right after Christmas, the day after Christmas. So she bought a few things that day. Um, I don't actually think this bag. Oh, yeah. Mallory Satchel Turquoise Sea. The original price of this bag was $268. It was 60% off with an additional 30% off. She paid $75 for this bag, guys. This bag's gorgeous. Um, 268 is a good price to begin with. But again, this is when they first started doing leather and they're just now releasing leather again. So, and she bought a pencil pouch and she also bought a luggage ID tag. It's probably the one that's on here because my sister does that. She buys things in sets and she keeps things in sets. So this is probably her ID tag, luggage tag she put on here. And she likes to keep things like that. She's one of these matchy. She really loves a lot of SLGs. I did give her all of my Portland Leather Good things, and some of those things I got from Portland Leather Goods were actually gifts. Says what had given me a gift, and oh, this is stuck. The zipper stuck. Oh, there we go. Fixed. Yeah, it has the original tag on it still, guys. I just pulled it off. It's the Mallory Satchel turquoise genuine leather, and it was stuck to here. She never even took off the and this is what was stuck in the zipper, guys. This is very typical of my sister. Use something with everything still included. Just left it in there. Leather care. It says just clean gently with a soft damp cloth. So it's not that old. I'll probably still give it a rub down with some leather conditioner to give it some moisture because leather loves moisture. And, well, leather needs moisture when it comes to the right type of moisture. Let's not be too hasty here. She had a little sketch thing in here. Nail file. The nail file, a heart nail file. My sister really loves like matchy things, and she'll have. So I gave her all of my Portland Leather Good items, and I even some stuff. The eyeglass case I bought from Winnie, I gave her. I changed it out, and then the what do you call it? The some small leather good items that I was gifted to me by my friend Rachel up in Canada, and then I had some other leather good items that says what had given to me. I like my Portland leather goods, but my sister absolutely fell in love, and she's a teacher. She's working 3 jobs, and she has 2 children and a husband and 5 cats to support. That's a lot. Now, her husband does work, but he's the primary caregiver to the children. So he works part time and she works full time plus some. So this is just the way their household works. He's a very good dad. I couldn't do that job to save my life. They have a 10-year-old and a 4-year-old as of 2024. And the 4-year-old is a whirling dervish of activity and energy. He does not sit still. So, anyhow, thank you for watching my video. I'll bring you along on my journey of my rehabs. I'll try to do either a cleaning video or on my lives. I do a lot of cleaning because cleaning is a process, right? You have to either you have to there's a condition, wash, condition when it comes to bags. These bags aren't that dry. They're not dry. I can actually just use a soap on them, a saddle soap, and then condition. But that's through experience. Like if when in doubt, condition, and then let it sit overnight. Use saddle soap, let it sit overnight. Use conditioner, let it sit overnight. You know, it's a multiple step process. You want the leather to be dry when you start the next process each time, and you don't really want to saturate it if you can avoid it. Sometimes you have to. I would not recommend doing that. A lot of things in bags construction involves a substructure. So there's a base material normally in the bottom. It's not just leather and fabric. Sometimes it's a composite of fiber. It could be wood pulp. It could be paper pulp. It could be some type of cardboard, and there's adhesives and glues. So that's why they don't really recommend full submersion into a bath when you're talking about most bags. So anyhow, thank you for watching my video. Have a great day and tell me what you think. Bye.